Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right? Reading your Bible, praying faithfully, worshiping sincerely, serving others, and yet life still seemed unfair, difficult, and overwhelming? If so, you're not alone. The believers James wrote to in James 5 faced mistreatment, oppression, and deep injustice. Life in the first century was brutal. Common workers lived in poverty. About 1/3 of the population was enslaved. Women had no rights, and the wealthy ruled with harshness. Many Christians wondered if God saw their suffering, if he cared, and if he would ever set things right. James's message is clear. Be patient, and endure until the coming of the Lord. The patience James calls for isn't passive resignation. The Greek word used refers to a courageous endurance, a determined spirit that weathers doubt, sorrow, and disaster, and emerges with stronger faith. As William Barclay put it, there may be a faith which never complained or questioned, but still greater is the faith which was tortured by questions and still believed. James uses 3 examples to show us what patient perseverance looks like. First, the farmer. Farming requires patience. Weather, pests, costs, and countless factors are beyond the farmer's control, yet he keeps plowing, planting, and waiting. Likewise, believers must keep working and trusting even when results are slow to appear. Second, the prophets. They endured ridicule, persecution, and suffering. Elijah fled for his life. Jeremiah was thrown into a pit. Daniel faced the lions. Yet they stood firm and continued speaking God's truth. Their patience was active and courageous. We too must persist in faithfulness, proclaiming the gospel and walking in obedience no matter the opposition. Third, Job. He endured unimaginable loss and pain, yet he refused to curse God or abandon his faith. Job didn't understand why he was suffering, but he trusted God anyway, and God blessed him in the end. James also warns us to guard our hearts and our words. When life is hard, bitterness and complaining come easily, but God calls us to refrain from grumbling, avoid divisive distractions, and trust his justice. He will right every wrong in his time, not ours. Until then, our task is clear. Be patient, be faithful, and be ready. The judge is at the door, and the Lord's coming is near. Let us endure with steadfast hearts until he comes. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great and wonderful day.